the Mahoning Valley Daily Podcast.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to today's episode of the Mahoning Valley Daily Podcast. I'm your host, Ron Cabuno. Welcome. Thank you very much for tuning in. It is October 11th. It is a beautiful Monday. Another unseasonably warm one, but we are going to take it, aren't we? It is the running of the Boston Marathon, and I've got my money on the Kenyan. Let me know if I'm wrong on that one. It is Columbus Day, and to a lot of people nowadays, it's also Indigenous Peoples Day. I'm just going to say that the naming of that holiday is a little fraught with historical inaccuracies, so if you want to celebrate Italian heritage, by all means, but let's be real and honest about what that homeboy Columbus did, and especially from the point of view of Indigenous people, what he set the course for the next few hundred years and where they ended up today. So please keep all perspectives in mind whenever you hear some opposition to the Columbus Day holiday. What are we going to do with the Browns? The Browns are breaking hearts, even though they are thrilling us at the same time. Had a heartbreaker against the Chargers yesterday, just breaking records in terms of scoring, offensive production on both sides of the ball. We had a record where we had no turnovers, 40 points, hundreds and hundreds of yards, and still couldn't come up with a victory. Go figure. That's all right. It was really fun to watch, and hopefully it bodes well for the rest of the season, because even though the Chargers might seem to have the better quarterback, we have the better all-around team when everything's clicking, all facets of the game. I know Jadeveon Clowney was sitting on the sidelines really chomping at the bit to get in there. He could have really helped us out. Pressure in the pass. Oh, but I digress. Ohio State knocked off soup cans, a lot to a little. Whatever, that's great. But their biggest test will be coming later in the season. I went to a really, really cool event at the Fellows Riverside Gardens this weekend. It was the Pumpkin Walk. If you guys haven't been to this thing and you have kids, you are missing out. It had to be thousands of pumpkins lining and connecting all the aspects of Fellows Riverside's gardens with jack-o'-lanterns lit up at night with live music. I don't know if it was a total package band, but it was their white impersonators. That's all I'm going to say. They were rocking it out with some soul and some funk and giving everybody a spooky time. The fountain was lit up green, and there was a lot of lights going on. I couldn't believe how amazing the entire place looked. I turned back at the couple that we were with, and I said, "Man, you can't even tell that we're in Youngstown anymore." And the girl kind of smart-aleckly said to me, "Well, of course you can't. It's nighttime." But I think you know what I mean. It was like we were somewhere else, like we were somewhere fancy. It was like free to the public, and it was a really awesome event. Hats off to Mill Creek Metro Parks for getting it done for the kiddies once again. Thank you very much. Now we could dive into all this politics, but we're going to take it easy. It's the first day of the week, first day back. But I do want to say that there was an article in Mahoning Matters today about how the hottest races in November are, guess where? In the school boards, because that is where you're seeing the most fiery political debate happening right now. And that's where the dissemination of national politics is being writ just blatantly in people's presentations to one another. They're showing off which tribe they belong to with no compromise, insight, and that is winning over a lot of their fellow constituents. So let's keep an eye on that, because there is no holding back when it comes to school board meetings. And there is no holding back when it comes to school board races. Also, in a serendipitous event of 70s whimsical, musical magic, you got Christopher Cross playing at the Robbins Theater tomorrow, as well as Foreigner playing at the Youngstown Foundation Amphitheater. Guys, I don't know how you're going to choose which one to go to, but you can't lose. If you're over the age of 50 and white person, I think you're really going to enjoy yourself either one. Other than that, I'd probably stay home and just not pay those boomer ticket prices. You know what I mean? It's really expensive out there. Anyways, we are going to finish with a really cool anniversary celebration today. This day in 1971, John Lennon's Imagine was released. Now, if you want to think about how humanity can come together and what mankind would look like if we were all able to trust one another, to be kind to one another. So if there's enough trust going around, then you're able to, let your guard down, be yourself, be happy, and feel free to give love and kindness to someone else and not feel vulnerable that they're not going to reciprocate or that they might have ill intentions. Just read or listen to the lyrics from John Lennon's Imagine and sit with that for a moment and understand what real peace could look like. Because standing next to one another, whoever it may be, with the utmost confidence and respect and happiness in our hearts is what we all should be striving for. And let's hope that we're all one day closer to doing that. With that, I will talk to you guys tomorrow. Have a good one.